Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new album review day today, and I'm the co-captain's chair for this episode. Once again, Mr. Rick Labonte. What's going on, Rick?
How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. I understand
Uh,
there's a new blackcrowes live album out.
yes, there is, and it's been finally been available. Kept been pushing the date to when it's send out, but it's July 28th. I finally got it. It's the Black Crowes present "Shake Your Moneymaker" live double
Right.
CD. And I just seen them not too long ago in Windsor, Ontario. Caesar Windsor put on a great show. This is what they've been doing for a little while. COVID did put a break, so they picked it back up,
Yeah, like
and they've
30th
been
anniversary, right? 30th
yeah,
anniversary.
and they wanted to celebrate it. And again, it's a tribute to the first album dedicated, but then they come back after they do that set and do a little bit of anything they want. That's the only thing that might change from night to night when you catch them. You knew you're gonna get their first album in its entirely, but you never knew what they were gonna do. And if you knew the Black Crowes, they were famous for always changing their set lists every night. So this must have been a little labor of love for them have to go be disciplined and go through all those songs, but then eventually shake it up, whatever they want to do as they come back after intermission. And along the way, during the tour, and especially because of COVID, they needed to, because the audience had an appetite to see this Black Crow concert that kept being delayed because of COVID. They decided to go back in the studio in 1972 celebration, 50 years of 1972, and put out an EP about some of the covers of some of the bands that they like that with the Black Crow style. And that's important because they will play some of this on this live record. However, there's a lot of surprises too. There's a couple of songs it's not available. And if you ever seen, and if you want to check out a good ranking that Pete, me, Jim, and Jamie did on the Black Crowes, I highlight a bunch of the live albums and DVDs that you can check out. And there's a couple of songs on here that's not any of those. So it's kind of worth just a nap. If you're a fan, you want to be completer like me, and you're part of the Cursed Collector, you're going to get this. Anyway, on this record, it has some great bands. You can see why they would want to salute to Rocks Off from the Stone, the Slider, T-Rex, Rod Stewart, You Wear It Well, Easy to Slip, Little Feet, Moon Age Daydream, David Bowie, and Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Temptations, right? And Black Crow style.
Good covers right there. Yeah.
And they're great, eh? And just and interesting the way they did it, made it look like an album and side A, side B, but it's all one disc, right? So why that's important? Because the affect the influence this track list. But first of all, obviously the first album, but for those I got to read it out anyway. You start off with Twice as Hard, Jealous Again, Sister Luck, Could Have Been Blind, Seeing Things, Hard to Handle, Thick and Thin, She Talked to Angels, Strutting Blues, Stare at Cold. Okay, and not the entire thing, and it's a good version of these songs, right? Then this two comes in, and they come up with from their second album, No Speak, No Slave, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Soul Singing, from the Lions album, Wiser Time, again from the third album, Thorn in My Side from the second album, as well as Sting Me, Remedy, and then they do not Rocks Off like they did in this Rolling Stone. It's only Rock and Roll from the Rolling Stones. And they do Rock and Roll from Mitch Ryder version of that tune from the 70s.
Wow. Okay.
And so that's not even in 72, these songs, right? These are not even in that date. They didn't matter because on the last set they do anything. Now, we know, if you watch that ranking, that they do a lot of covers as they see fit. Sometimes they throw a Zeppelin in there, they throw whatever they want, the band, all these people that they admire. That's something the Black Crowes would do. But it was interesting for me to hear them do these two songs. Because as a fan of I am, and I have a lot of their concerts, I don't have these songs, so I'm glad I got it.
Cool. Now,
And
was
it,
that
you know,
all
it's great.
recorded? Is that all from one performance, Rick, or was that
No,
taken?
it isn't. I looked at it. They said it's basically a summary of some of the things they experienced on the road.
Okay.
So not one particular show because I wanted to see if there's anything from Windsor or anything like that I've seen, and they didn't specify. but it is, that was just a summary. But anyway, they just really highlight the two dudes, right? The Robinson brothers, right? Even though I know the bass player that's been playing with them since 1999, been there. What I like though is that, I don't. It's kind of funny. That's the second death, and they always got stuff like that, and there's some stickers in there and whatever. So check it out. It's great. Sounds great. It's a really powerful listen. A loud CD, to be honest. You don't have to crank your stereo up. You get to hear the whole thing. And it sounds like you're there. The way it's surround the wideness of the concert, it's really like you're in the seating position watching the Blackcrowes. It sounds great.
I wonder if on those recordings, like who's the other guitar player playing? I wonder if Isaiah Mitchell from Earthless plays on any of those recordings, because I know he did a good chunk of the tour, but then someone else filled in on the other part of the tour.
And maybe that's why they didn't specify. They didn't even put a personnel on that.
Oh, not at all. Wow. Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. And that's not, very vague information. In fact, you only know the Blackcrowes would be those two guys.
Those two guys. Yeah.
Photo.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah,
sounds like a good set list though.
Oh, it is. And it's great. Me, and I got this at the same time. I went to see the show. So I put that on for the part of the show. But let me tell you, folks, they're on tour with Aerosmith. So I got tickets for that in September in Toronto. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I've seen them many times. I've seen Aerosmith many times, but I actually never seen them together, and I've never seen them in Toronto. So that'd be cool.
I haven't seen Aerosmith live in like 40 years. So I thought about going for this tour, but man, the tickets are just astronomical. And I was like, I kind of have the great memory still of my first and only time seeing them. And I'm like, I don't know if I need to go again. If something pops up in it, I might go, but we'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm like,
well, every time I seen him, Steven Tyler was on his game. In fact, I was blown away the last show. I was thinking maybe with 2016. I'm thinking, I just know his Slash, Myra Kennedy opened up for him, and it was Joe Perry's birthday, and they all came up and sang and all that. And it's in Detroit. Almost all my shows I've seen Aerosmith and Blackcrowes are in Detroit. Yeah, they were amazing, great form, and the set list was great. And what I like it is that you never knew what they're gonna do. But for this tour, calling it the Peace Out, they're obviously gonna go out with their greatest stuff, and for having the Blackcrowes, I doubt they're gonna be doing this. They're gonna be doing their greatest hit to be an opening act for. I imagine they'll have equal time, decent time, at least 90 minutes, but over an hour at least for the opening act, I'm sure, because it looks like it's an earlier show.
Yeah, I would say if they don't get 90 minutes, they'll get 75 for sure. So that's
for sure
time for them to play all their greatest hits. So yeah, that'll be cool.
It's
not like Aerosmith is doing a 3-hour show, right? I think
no.
Lucky if you get 2 hours out of them, right? So
very good point. But it'd be neat to see the Robinson brothers come and jam in the encore with them. Yeah, that would be kind of cool to see one of my two frontmen, one of my favorite guys, performing together. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
So there you have it, folks.
Enjoy that. And so once again, Rick, just hold it. There we go. So Shake Your Moneymaker live from the Blackcrowes. Check it out. There's the other Robinson brother. 335, it looks like. So cool. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go check out this Blackcrowes live album, and we'll see you real soon here on the channel with more new reviews. Should have a couple more for you today. But I do want to thank Rick Labonte for coming on here and showing some cool stuff. We'll see him again soon. Curse of the Collector's coming up, so don't miss that episode. And till then, I am Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.